in what will be the final wild card on the card that is Queensberry versus Matchroom 5 vs 5. We're going to see a heavyweight bout that should finish things for the evening and put us in a better place as far as what we know is going to happen in the near future at the top of the division. This particular bout will define both fighters and what their paths will be going forward. Let's talk about the final wild card for 5 vs 5, Queensberry versus Matchroom. It is coming down to this, the final wild card on 5 vs 5, Queensberry versus Matchroom Promotions. Yeah. What it comes down to, the heavyweights, Deontay Wilder and Zhang. A fight that just months ago no one envisioned. But as this promotional situation was being put together, Ed Hearn from Matchroom was told by Turkey Al-Sheikh that he could look through his roster of heavyweights. If he had someone ready to go for this card, bring him on. But he made a suggestion as well that, hey, if you need to look outside for a free agent, do that as well. And Hearn followed up with the thought and notion that Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, with whom he's had some rough talks with in the past, was asked if he would like to be a part of this event. And Deontay, who is known to not turn down challenges, accepted readily. Now, also in accepting this opportunity, what it truly means is that Deontay is taking on once again a high stakes challenge that others in the division have shunned away from. But it has been marketed, his MO, what he has done best. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves because Zhang, the opponent for Wilder in this fight, is a dangerous opponent. Just ask Philippe Hergovic, who found out back in August of 2022 when he found himself on the canvas. Ask Joe Joyce, the juggernaut, a man that many in the division were not readily anxious to face. Joyce succumbed to Zhang twice in 2023. In April and then again in September, a rematch. Joseph Parker inked out a close majority decision that saw him hit the canvas 3 times against Zhili Zhang. Zhang is for real, people, and the big Chinaman, who's a southpaw, who is 41 years of age, is a threat, just like George Foreman was at the age of 41. So Wilder, who has lost 3 of his last 4 fights. His last win was in October of 2022, a first round stoppage over Robert Helenius. His most recent fight was the December fight card, Day of Reckoning, where he lost a unanimous decision to Joseph Parker. Many people felt going in that he would have his way with Parker. But Wilder, who has had these long stretches of layoffs, fought a fight against Parker in which he couldn't pull a trigger. He couldn't let punches go. He fought primarily defensive, and he wasn't able to turn it on when he needed to either close Parker out or to make the fight closer. He has stated in his preparation for Zhang that he's ready to go in there and take care of business. Wilder is now 38 years of age. And with his 43 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, he still has the reputation of having KO'd 42 out of his 43 wins. But this is going to be a tough task for Wilder. Zhang's age is not a factor here. His southpaw position and the fact that he has fast hands. Those are factors that will prove to be quite a challenge. Zhang throws good punches from a variety of angles, and he will work up and down, across, over, and under. Wilder, who has had issues in fights of securing rounds, many people may think his shortcomings are otherwise. I have always maintained that when he began to rely on his power, one of the biggest detriments was the fact that he wasn't looking to win rounds. In order to win a fight, you have to win rounds. You have to put them together. And that is a must against Zhili Zhang, because Zhang is the type of fighter that if he builds momentum, he can stay ahead. But where Parker gave him issues was Parker never stopped trying to win rounds. Yes, he got dropped. He got up, kept fighting. Zhang ran out of gas and didn't have the stamina to throw punches late in the fight, where he was posing and looking for a big shot And Parker just outworked him, inking out that decision even though he had been dropped several times. We all know that Wilder can put almost any heavyweight out. We know that. But he needs to win rounds, people. A winner to show I was better than you in that round. And I'm going to put several of them together. And then when you get risky, that's when I've got you. Will we see that? I'm not so certain. And it's one of the things that is a primary situation of interest here. And it applies heavily in this fight. Either man can knock the other out because of their punching power and prowess. But it's not about just knocking a guy out. It's about being a winner. You've got to be smarter. You've got to be better. And can Wilder do that? It remains to be seen. I'm pulling for the Bronze Bomber. I want to see him be victorious. But this is definitely a 50-50 fight. And one man is going to have to take it from the other. Who will it be? What do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about who will win this wild card event. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.